Hello and welcome to another Wellness Wednesday. Today I thought we would do some yoga-esque stretches that are useful if you've been keeping up your January resolutions and you want to go work out at the gym and you're finding that's giving you agony in your thighs in particular from squats and such like. So we're just going to do a couple of lunges, stretches for your quads, and hopefully they'll be useful. Okay, so I'm on my mat here. You might find that going into a lunge position is sore on your knee. If so, you can fold up your mat, or you could just place a towel underneath. Doesn't hamper the movement at all, so just make sure that you're comfortable. So one thing that's tempting when we do our our lunge, is to go over like this. Like we can't get our hips down, we can't get can't really get into the stretch, so we're going to be all curved over. For that reason, I've got blocks so that I can lift up my chest and try and maintain a nice straight back. I'm tucking my tailbone under, so I'm not trying to stick it out. I'm also trying to keep my hips square to the front of the mat and even, so I'm not, kind of tower jumper, but I'm not sticking out my hip to one side or slamming it down towards the mat. If you don't need the bricks, of course, you don't have to use them. Just trying to keep your chest open and lifted. You can use blocks upwards. If you don't have blocks, as always, you can maybe try and use some bricks or anything you can find around your house. I know that you're all very creative. So just sink into this. Try and breathe deeply. Align your knee over your ankle. And I would recommend that you do this on both sides, but then taking it into a more kind of yoga move, we could go towards our strengthening our front leg. And these two moves are great preparations for the splits actually, so I'll just put that out there. You can point your toe or you can flex it. Usually in yoga we flex it, but if you feel balletic today you can point. Again, we want to lift our chest open, not curving into it too much, and for that we can use our blocks again. Should be feeling it stretch all the way up the back of the thigh. Be careful not to jam your knee back, so I always like to bend it a little bit, contract the muscles, and then push it back, so it's a very active stretch. So once you've done that and you feel like you're warm, we can then move into our flow. And this is just something I love to do myself when I've got tight legs, is to move forward into that lunge on an inhale. Be as light on the hands as I can. And then on an exhale, trying to stretch forward. You can see my back's curving a little bit, so I'm cheating, but whatever feels good. And combining that inhale and exhale movement is part of what vinyasa flow, a type of yoga, is all about. Actually, most yoga has that behind it too. But taking that synchronicity of inhale and exhale. For this one, flick your tailbone out, just in case you're staying hunched, that action might help. And just go back and forward. Try and get into that lovely rhythm of breath that will just help clear your mind and hopefully just make it a little bit more meditative rather than a hardcore stretch. Now I'm going to display the other movement you can do on the other side. Once you've warmed up, that really should have warmed you up all around the hips and the groin and your thighs, as we talked about. You can always try and reach back for this ankle. Can't see my head at all. And pull it in towards your bum. This is really quite strong, especially across your quads, so great though for your lunges and squats if you've been doing that. You can use a belt to wrap around your ankle, which means that there's more distance that can help you pull. Or even just the action of trying to pull your heel towards your bum is going to do something for that stretch. But try playing with all of those movements and hopefully that'll give your thighs a bit of TLC and get you all ready to hit the gym again. Take care of yourselves. See you next week. Namaste.